Hey, what's good, y'all? We back with another video, man. And I just got done watching the Royal Rumble 2025, and I got to say this: it was a pretty damn good show. Not just damn good; it was an amazing show from top to bottom. A lot of shockers and a lot of returns, and I mean just crazy stuff all around. And I cannot wait to give y'all my review on the Royal Rumble, this PLE. But, I'm not going to keep y'all waiting too much longer, man. Without further ado, let's get right into it, man. Now, first off, kicking tonight's PLE, kicking the Royal Rumble 2025 off, we had the Women's Royal Rumble. Now, coming into this Royal Rumble, I predicted that Io Sky would win this Women's Royal Rumble. And I also said, if not Io Sky, I could definitely see a returning Charlotte Flair winning this Royal Rumble matchup. But we're not gonna get into that right now, man. I want to break a couple of things down before we get into who won the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. Kicking off this Rumble, we had Io Sky coming in at number 1, and Io Sky was my prediction. I predicted Io Sky to win, and then we had number 2, Liv Morgan. Now, Io Sky and Liv Morgan were in the Rumble for quite a long time. Roxanne Perez came in at 3. And she also set the record for the longest time in the Women's Royal Rumble. So, I guess congratulations to Roxanne Perez. And then I'm just going to move down, skip along a couple of segments. Stephanie Vaquer from NXT coming in at 24. Trish Stratus coming in at 25, making her return, a legend in herself. And then we had Alexa Bliss making her return, man. Alexa Bliss making her long-awaited WWE return. I predicted that she would probably make her return in this Women's Royal Rumble. I was correct, man. The fans were excited. She had a huge pop, and I'm excited to see where she goes from now. What is she gonna do at WrestleMania? And I have an idea of what she might do. Speaking of that, Liv Morgan eliminates Alexa Bliss from the Royal Rumble, and I'm thinking to myself, they could possibly be setting up a Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss match at WrestleMania, maybe. Or a feud at the least. I wouldn't mind seeing that, I wouldn't mind seeing Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss. I feel like they can have a nice feud together. And then moving on in this Women's Rumble match, we had Charlotte Flair making her return, entering the Rumble at number 27. I predicted Charlotte Flair to make her return tonight, and she did just that, man. She looked damn good as well, man. I mean, incredible physique. We also had Jordynne Grace making an appearance, like I predicted. She's now officially signed to WWE. Last year, she was the TNA Knockouts champion, but this year she's officially signed and with the WWE. So congratulations, Jordynne Grace making her appearance. I predicted that what's her name? The TNA Knockouts champion, Masha Slamovich, would make her appearance, but she did not. It is what it is. I'm just going right along. In my notes, I had Julia enters at 28. It was nice to see the NXT Women's Champion Julia on the main roster in the Women's Rumble match. She had a nice, I don't think the fans were too familiar with her, but she had a decent pop. Nia Jax coming in at number 29. Nia Jax eliminates Trish Stratus. And then at number 30, which completely threw me off guard here, no other than Nikki Bella, one half of the Bella Twins, makes her return. Hey man, I really was not expecting a Nikki Bella appearance here tonight, man. I know she made an appearance on Raw a couple of weeks ago when they premiered on Netflix. I really was not expecting Nikki Bella to show up here tonight, but you know she did, and I'm proud of Nikki Bella, even though she didn't get the win. But speaking of wins and who won the Women's Royal Rumble matchup, the final three are Nia Jax, Roxanne Perez, I was not expecting that at all, and Charlotte. So I'm thinking to myself, there is no way Charlotte is losing this matchup. There's just no way in hell. And lo and behold, Charlotte eliminates both Nia Jax and Roxanne Perez to win this year's Women's Royal Rumble. Now, I know I predicted Io Sky. She was my first prediction. She was my main prediction to win this Royal Rumble matchup. I was wrong. But my runner-up pick, my second pick, was Charlotte Flair. So, hey, you got to give me credit, man. So, Charlotte Flair wins this year's Royal Rumble, and she will move on to face for either the WWE Women's title or the World Heavyweight Women's Championship over on Raw. So she's either going to face Tiffany Stratton at Mania or Rhea Ripley. Me personally, I don't know, man. I think Charlotte Flair, she would probably face. I wouldn't mind seeing her against Tiffany Stratton because we've already seen Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. I believe they fought at WrestleMania before. They could run that back. They really could run that back. I wouldn't mind it, but I really would rather have a fresh, match, a fresh face for Charlotte Flair in her return match at WrestleMania and Tiffany Stratton. A rising star like Tiffany Stratton, I think Charlotte Flair could give her the rub, So, hey, man. The Women's Royal Rumble was pretty solid. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a nice kickoff for this PLE. Moving on, though, we had DIY taking on the Motor City Machine Guns. 2 out of 3 falls match. And speaking of 2 out of 3 falls matches, the last time we've seen DIY in a 2 out of 3 falls match, it was against the Revival at NXT TakeOver in one of the best tag team matches of all time. Now, in the first part of this match, there was a spot where Alex Shelley, he thought the tag was made and Gargano was legal, but he wasn't. So he was confused, which led to Tommaso Ciampa hitting a big knee on Shelley, and that scored DIY the first fall. So at this point, DIY is up 1-0 against the Motor City Machine Guns. Okay. And pretty much this entire matchup, DIY was using all type of dirty tactics behind the ref back, classic heel maneuvers. I really am enjoying DIY in this heel role, especially a guy like Johnny Gargano, because Johnny Gargano, I know he has been heel before, but he's mainly like a babyface. When I think of Johnny Gargano, I think of him as a babyface. I'm loving him and Tommaso Ciampa in this heel role as, some cheeky heels DIY. I'm loving heel version of the DIY tag team. Moving on, though. Motor City Machine Guns hit the Skull and Bones, which was like the net breaker and splash from the top rope combination, which led to them getting the second fall in this matchup. So now the score is even. And this 2 out of 3 falls matchup 1-1. The next fall wins. So okay, as this match is going, as this match is picking up the pace and is coming to a close, we see a guy in a hoodie, and I couldn't really depict who it was until we eventually saw Angelo Dawkins attacking Alex Shelley. So I'm assuming, okay, the guy in the hoodie is obviously Montez Ford. So Motor City Machine Guns essentially got hoed by the Street Profits. DIY capitalized on the opportunity and scored the last fall to win the matchup. So DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, retain the WWE Tag Team titles due to the help of the Street Profits. So then, after the match, the Street Profits attack both Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, Street Profits are now heels. This could set up a possible, and this is just a prediction here. This is just a prediction. But I know Triple H is running things, and I know Triple H likes, he likes to go old school. This could be possibly setting up a triple threat 3-way TLC match at WrestleMania between DIY, the Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would love to see that. A 3-way tables, ladders, and chairs match at WrestleMania. We haven't seen that since the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, and Edge and Christian. I'm thinking that is what Triple H might be leading towards, bringing the triple threat TLC match back, But, moving on. The next match we have is the undisputed WWE World Champion. The next match we have is the WWE undisputed. The next match we have is the undisputed WWE Championship match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE World Champion, in a ladders match. Before this match, though, they played a sick-ass promo package for this match. I enjoyed it a lot. It really, really gave early 2000 Ruthless Aggression era vibes. That promo package and the song and everything. I really, really enjoyed that. But moving on. Cody Rhodes is making his entrance, and I don't know if this was like a throwback to his dashing days, but he came out in like a shorter version of his longer cape, his longer jacket, similar to his dashing days. I feel like it was like a throwback to his dashing one gimmick. But yeah, man, I was a fan of that jacket. But moving on, though, the match starts. They hang both the undisputed WWE title up and the old Winged Eagle belt 20 feet in the air. We get an epic face-off between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, I'm just going to go down some major spots that I jotted down. Kevin Owens power slams Cody Rhodes through the middle rung, that rung that keeps the ladder stable. That was a crazy ass spot. The action rose into the crowd for a little bit, and the fans are invested as hell. The fans are very, very interested and invested in this matchup. Kevin Owens brings the ladder in first, and Cody eventually stops him. Michael Cole goes on to say on commentary, Kevin Owens is losing it. And Kevin Owens hears this from Michael Cole because him and Cody Rhodes are brawling right in front of the announce table. And Kevin Owens hears what Michael Cole has to say and pretty much screams and yells at him and calls him a bitch. I'm loving heel Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, one of the best heels of all time. Kevin Owens eventually goes on to beat Cody with a step ladder. Kevin Owens pulls out this little step ladder, which was last used by Hornswoggle, and then proceeds to just beat Cody Rhodes with it. And then Cody Rhodes returns the favor and hits him and beats him with the ladder. So they're just trading it back and forth. You know, giving each other a taste of their own medicine. And then moving on in this match, Kevin Owens hit a nasty back suplex on to Cody Rhodes on that mini ladder, which was just stiff as hell. And Cody Rhodes eventually climbs the ladder and goes for the title belts, you know. But Kevin Owens removes the ladder from under Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes at this point is hanging 20 feet above the ring, hanging on to the championship belts. But he eventually gets taken down by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens then hits like a pop-up powerbomb style move onto Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes was falling off the ladder. He almost fucked it up. Kevin Owens almost botched this move, but luckily it still looked decent enough that it wasn't so much a botch. It was just a little sloppy. It is what it is. It happens. So, you know, moving on later in this matchup, Kevin Owens is attempting to hit a powerbomb onto Cody Rhodes on the ladder, but the way this ladder is set up is set up in the V shape on, I believe it was on the outside. Oh no, it was in the ring. It's set up in the V shape in the ring, and at the tip of the ladder, Kevin Owens is trying to powerbomb Cody Rhodes and break his spine, but gets reversed and Cody hits a back body drop on Kevin Owens on the tip of that ladder, which was crazy as hell. I thought Kevin Owens' spine was done for. Just one of the sickest spots in this matchup. Kevin Owens goes on to recover and hit a powerbomb on a Cody Rhodes onto a ladder, but this ladder is kind of propped up in the corner horizontally, and then the back of Cody Rhodes' head just goes smashing on that ladder, which was just crazy as hell, man. I don't see how Cody Rhodes like recovered from that. I don't see how he didn't get a concussion from that shit, but this match was one of the most brutal ladder matches, man. I gotta say that. So, at this point, Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes are on the top turnbuckle, and then Kevin Owens goes for a fisherman suplex onto Cody Rhodes on this propped up ladder in the ring is on the ropes and on the ladder that's already set up in the middle of the ring. And then Kevin Owens hits this fisherman buster on Cody Rhodes, and that was, bro, I thought the match was done for. I thought Cody Rhodes was done with. The way that they impacted with that ladder was just fucking insane to me, man. But both of these guys were hurt, dazed, and just out of it, to be honest with you. So the doctors and Nick Aldis come running down to the ring to check on Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. And then you had Sami Zayn come from the crowd, I believe, alongside the doctors and Nick Aldis to check on both Kevin Owens and Rhodes, which I thought was interesting. Why is Sami Zayn out here? He didn't really get involved as much, but he was still there. So that was interesting. I'm wondering where are they going with this Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens story arc? I don't know. Cody Rhodes goes on to hit the crossroads on Kevin Owens, and then Cody Rhodes is beating the ever living hell out of Kevin Owens on the outside. Smashes his head on the announce table multiple times. Bust Kevin Owens wide open, man. Kevin Owens is busted open. We got some color in this matchup. So both Owens and Rhodes are on top of this announce table. And then as Cody Rhodes is setting Kevin Owens up for something, I believe he was trying to put Owens through the announce table. Kevin Owens hits Cody Rhodes with the low blow, man. Hits Rhodes with the low blow, a cheap shot. And then Kevin Owens attempts to package power driver Cody Rhodes through the announce table. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, bro. If Kevin Owens hits this move on Cody Rhodes through this announce table, there is no way in hell Cody Rhodes is getting up, bro. If Cody Rhodes gets up from a package power driver through the announce table, bro, that would be crazy. But Cody Rhodes gets out of it. He reverses the package power driver and then gets Kevin Owens up on his shoulder and then hits a Alabama slam on Kevin Owens from the announce table through the ladder propped up on the announce table and on the ring apron. Hits the Alabama slam on Kevin Owens through the ladder on the outside on the floor. Sick bump. The ladder splits in half. The doctors go to check on a bloodied, crimson masked Kevin Owens on the outside. And Kevin Owens at this point is done for. He's out of the match. Cody Rhodes goes in the ring, climbs the ladder, and pulls down both titles and retains the undisputed WWE Championship as I predicted. I really didn't see Kevin Owens winning this match. I mean, it really wouldn't make much sense in my opinion, because he's already lost 2 matches. It's at this point, I don't really see him winning any more matches against Cody Rhodes. And that's another thing with Kevin Owens, though. Kevin Owens is losing a little bit too many matches, man. And I know he's been in main event spots. He's not winning many matches. I think that Kevin Owens needs to start winning more after this feud against Kevin Owens. So yeah, man. Cody Rhodes beats Kevin Owens. I'm thinking that this feud is officially over and done with. I think it needs to be done with. The story is ended. So, yeah. In my opinion, that ladder match was pretty brutal. and it didn't really have like too many crazy spots, but it had enough spots for the match to be, great. Like it was a very physical ladder match and a very stiff ladder match. Both of these guys fucking killed it out there. I knew this match was going to be amazing. I mean, you had Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens in the ladder match. I mean, that's magic waiting to happen. So this is one of the best ladder matches in my opinion. So yeah, man, moving on. WWE gave us an announcement announcing WWE Evolve, which is basically like showcasing a rising talent from the indies and independent scene in wrestling, with the hopes of making it to WWE or NXT. So, hey man, I'm very interested to see that. I know Evolve was an indie promotion before WWE went on to, I believe they purchased Evolve. So like they're making that into their own like indie based thing. They're making that into their own indie promotion, which, sure, I guess that's amazing. That's amazing for upcoming wrestlers. That is amazing. That's an amazing opportunity for wrestlers to, get their name out there, get in that spotlight and make a name for themselves and potentially make it to NXT or WWE, the main roster. So I'm very interested, and I'm excited to check out WWE Evolve, man. Very excited to see that, man. That's very big for the independent scene, because I know people hate and just bash WWE because they are pretty much taking all of the talent from the independent scene. But I mean, hey, these are guys that want to be in the WWE, man. These are talents that work their ass off every day to somehow make it to the WWE. And WWE Evolve is that opportunity for some of these guys to get their name out there, even if they don't make it. I'm loving that they're getting this platform to showcase their abilities, man. So shout out to the guys running WWE for making WWE Evolve. Shout out Triple H, and yeah, man. Moving on finally though to the main event of tonight's PLE, which was the Men's Royal Rumble. Now, I was so excited for this Royal Rumble match coming into this keep saying pay-per-view, but now it's called PLEs and shit. I was so excited to see this matchup and to see who the hell was going to win the Royal Rumble, man. I predicted John Cena to win this Royal Rumble matchup, and we're going to get to who won the Royal Rumble matchup later in this video. But I'm going to start off from number one, man. Number one in this matchup was none other than the legend himself, the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio. This is like Ruthless. Damn, I can't talk. This is like Ruthless Aggression era, man. Rey Mysterio coming out at number one. I believe he came out at number one before and he won the Rumble, right? If I'm not mistaken, in like 2006. But yeah, it was either one or number three. But Rey Mysterio comes out at number one. Number two is Penta, man. So I'm like, holy shit, we getting Rey Mysterio and Penta facing off as number one and number two in the Royal Rumble. Who the fuck would have ever thought to see this? I mean, 5 years ago, who would have ever thought you would see Penta and Rey Mysterio in the Rumble facing? Not even 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when both Rey Mysterio and Penta wasn't even in the WWE. Who would have ever thought that you would see Penta and Rey Mysterio kicking off the Royal Rumble in 2025. That's insane work. But yeah, man, wrestling is crazy. Number 3 is Chad Gable. Number 4, Carmelo Hayes. Number 5, Santos Escobar. All these guys coming in and getting their shit in. You know, the usual. You know, you come in, hit your signatures and finishers on everybody, get your shit in, and then you get knocked the fuck out. So yeah, man, I'm just running down who came in this Royal Rumble match, and I'm gonna break down some of the most significant spots in this matchup. So like I said, Santos Escobar at number 5. Santos and Penta have a stare down. Santos hits the Canadian Destroyer on Penta, and everyone super kicks Chad Gable. At number 6, Otis comes out, enters the Rumble, and Otis and Chad Gable face off. Gable hits a sick ass German on Otis. At number 7, Braun Breaker, man. The big dog Braun Breaker enters the Rumble at number 7. Kills, absolutely destroys Carmelo Hayes with a spear. And then he goes on to eliminate Carmelo Hayes. And Carmelo Hayes is the first guy eliminated from this Royal Rumble matchup, man. Carmelo Hayes. Not a good run for Carmelo Hayes, man. Not good at all for Carmelo Hayes. Now, he made his main roster debut last year. I'd say his run was pretty decent so far in the main roster. But, man, just not looking good for Carmelo Hayes. I believe Hayes got beat up after the show. After like Raw or SmackDown off air. And then he proceeds to be the first one eliminated from the Royal Rumble. You know, not really a good week for Carmelo Hayes. But moving on in his matchup, Braun Breaker also goes on to spear Santos Escobar and eliminate Santos Escobar. So that's like 2 eliminations from Braun Breaker right there. At number 8, we had Akira Tozawa. But as Akira Tozawa is making his entrance, Carmelo Hayes attacks him from behind and essentially takes him out of this matchup. Akira Tozawa cannot compete. So at this point, the camera is following the refs and the ring crew backstage, taking Akira Tozawa, you know, to the back. You got Triple H saying, like, we need somebody to replace Akira Tozawa, man. Who the hell is going to be number 8 in the Royal Rumble matchup? And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, we got this fucker, ISHO Speed, in the cut. Just chilling, man. Triple H goes over to ISHO Speed and tells ISHO Speed, you are in the Royal Rumble. Go out there. Speed's like, what the hell is going on, man? I didn't sign up for this. So essentially, Triple H pushes Speed out there, and Speed is number 8 in the Royal Rumble matchup. So, I mean, that's crazy as hell. So, Speed actually eliminates Otis, which was like, what the fuck? He actually had an elimination. But, you know, he gets a little bit too excited, you know, and hits a backflip in the middle of the ring. You know, he gets his 15 minutes of fame, but gets absolutely folded by Braun Breaker, man. Absolutely destroyed, mangled, and just left for dead. Roadkill. A vicious spear by Braun Breaker folded ISHO Speed in half. And then Braun Breaker got some in the gorilla press position and just gorilla press slams ISHO Speed outside the ring, eliminates him out of the Rumble. You know, shout out to Speed, though. He was in the Rumble for a little bit. You know, wasn't in there for long. But hey, man, he got his shit in, and he eliminated Otis, which was crazy as hell. Moving on, though. At number 9, we had Sheamus, man. Sheamus gets in. He gets his shit in, you know, bro kick, you know, white noise, and patented Sheamus, you know. Hits the bro kick on Braun Breaker. Honestly, I think Sheamus will win the IC title at WrestleMania, man. You got to do that, man. You got to pull that trigger. Because Sheamus hasn't won the Intercontinental Championship. That's the only championship he hasn't won in the WWE, man. You got to give Sheamus that title at WrestleMania. Why not, man? But Jimmy Uso comes in at number 10. Andrade comes in at number 11. Jacob Fatu, man, comes in at number 12. Makes a big impact. Comes in. Hits a double Samoan drop. He eliminates Chad Gable. He eliminates Rey Mysterio. He eliminates Andrade. So at this point, Jacob Fatu is taking over. And then we had a Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu stare down for a little bit before they eventually both got jumped by other competitors in this matchup. Ludwig Kaiser makes his entrance in this Rumble at number 13. But, bro, Ludwig literally got eliminated immediately, bro. He didn't even last 2 seconds. I think he lasted only 2 seconds. But he got eliminated literally immediately by Penta, man, which was crazy as hell. And, I mean, hey, man, it is what it is. I had him as one of my breakout stars in one of my most recent videos. I don't know, man. Not looking too good for Ludwig Kaiser. But he didn't break Santino Marella's record in the Rumble at 1 second. But, hey, man, it's still not a good look for Ludwig Kaiser at all. Moving on, though. The Miz comes in at number 14. Joe Hendry makes his main roster debut at number 15 to a massive, massive pop, man. I predicted that Joe Hendry would make a surprise entrance in this Rumble, and he did just that. So fucking happy for Joe Hendry. I've been rooting for this guy for a very, very long time. This guy was he is the most over guy in wrestling, man. Like, I would say he probably is the most over guy in wrestling right now. He definitely was in 2024. The current TNA champion makes his entrance in the Royal Rumble. And, you know, the crowd loves him. He has he got a massive, massive pop from the crowd, bro. And that's got me thinking, when Joe Hendry eventually makes his main roster, like, debut, when he officially signs with the WWE, he's going to be like one of their biggest stars. He has to be one of their biggest stars, bro, because he is so over with the crowd. I'm a big fan of Joe Hendry, but hey, man, that's all I had to say about Joe Hendry. Shout out Joe Hendry making his debut in the Rumble. Number 16, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the OTC, makes his entrance, followed by the wise man Paul Heyman. Spears The Miz and eliminates The Miz. Spears Sheamus. Spears Joe Hendry. He eliminates Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry wasn't in the Rumble for that long. It is what it is, though. Reigns gets speared by Braun Breaker. And the crazy part about it, as I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck did I forget Braun Breaker in my last video, man? How did I forget Braun Breaker's spear in my last video, my top 10 finishing moves of all time? How did that even happen, bro? I completely disrespected Braun Breaker But, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, yeah. Braun Breaker spears Reigns, and Braun tries to eliminate Reigns, but gets reversed, and Reigns eliminates Braun Breaker. So, yeah, man, Braun Breaker's pissed. Jacob Fatu eliminates Jimmy Uso. Roman and Fatu have an epic stare down. And then Reigns hit a big spear on Jacob Fatu, man. So that's a future matchup. And they even said this on commentary. Reigns versus Jacob Fatu is a future WrestleMania matchup. I can't wait to see that happen. I don't know if it's going to happen at this year's WrestleMania. Maybe it could, but I don't know, man. But I would definitely love to see that singles match. Number 17, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is that makes his way at number 17. I missed an entrance, but Nakamura makes his entrance at number 19. Penta gets eliminated by Balor. Jey Uso is number 20 in this Royal Rumble. Comes out to a mega pop. Eliminates Nakamura. AJ Styles makes his return at number 21. And returns with his old theme, man. He doesn't have that shitty Death Rumble theme anymore. And I've made a video in the past and I've stated, please take away that shitty Death Rumble theme that they gave AJ Styles. And they did just that. Is the WWE watching my videos? Are they watching my videos here? Because AJ Styles comes back. He brings back his old theme song. Everything's good. Hey, man. Just let me know, man. Let me know in the comments down below. Are y'all watching my videos? Moving on, though, to number 22, Braun Strowman makes his way down to the ring. Him and Jacob Fatu have an epic stare down. They battling it out in the ring. Braun Strowman eventually goes on to eliminate Jacob Fatu, which was payback from last night's Friday Night SmackDown when Jacob Fatu pretty much had a vicious assault taking out Braun Strowman after their match, leaving Braun Strowman out for dead. So that was pretty much payback. Braun Strowman eliminating Jacob Fatu. They could be setting up a Braun Strowman Fatu match, another match at Mania probably. I don't know. But, you know, I'm going to move on. At number 23, just like MJ, John Cena, the GOAT. The GOAT, man. John Cena is here. The so-called GOAT. This is what they call him, the GOAT. You know, a lot of people have their different GOATs in professional wrestling. John Cena is definitely one of the greatest of all time, though. He is definitely one of the GOATs. This man, John Cena, comes out, and not only the classic John Cena wristbands, not only just the classic John Cena hat, the classic John Cena shirt. This man has John Cena socks, man. This man brought the socks out too. This man was rocking the blue John Cena socks, man. This man was dripped the fuck out. You couldn't tell John Cena not to, man. He's in his farewell tour, man. He's in his last year of professional wrestling. Doesn't give a one fuck. He goes on to eliminate Finn Balor, though. So he gets his first elimination back in the Royal Rumble. I'm so glad to see John Cena back in the Royal Rumble. Then Cena and Roman Reigns face off. This is what we've been waiting for, man. Shit is getting juicy at this point. John Cena and Roman Reigns face off. Two of the biggest stars in wrestling of all time, by the way, face off. Then as they are facing off, we have CM Punk coming in at number 24. So at this point, bro, all the big stars are coming out. All the top dogs are making their way out here. CM Punk is number 24, makes his way to the ring, and now he joins Cena and Reigns, and they all three of them have a stare down. So at this point, it's CM Punk, John Cena, Roman Reigns standing in the center of the ring. Other competitors are on the outside laid out. These three guys are staring each other down, and then you hear, "Burn it down!" Seth freaking Rollins comes out, and like I said, bro, he just keeps adding more fuel to the fire, man. The stars are loading up, man. All the stars are in the ring. At this point, man, so many stars are in this ring. We have CM Punk, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Jey Uso, and Drew McIntyre, all in the ring, all in the Royal Rumble at one time. So, and we're only down to number 25, heading into number 26, which was Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio comes in for a little bit and then gets followed by number 27, which was Sami Zayn. Damian Priest comes in at number 28. He eliminates Dominic Mysterio. LA Knight comes in at number 29. Jey Uso inadvertently eliminates Sami Zayn. So, that could lead to something in the future. But Sami Zayn is eliminated. He wasn't in the Rumble for that long, to be honest with you. I thought he was going to be in the Rumble for a little bit, a lot longer. But he wasn't. So I was shocked at that. At number 30, we have no other than Logan Paul. And I was thinking to myself, who the fuck is number 30, man? And then I forgot. Logan Paul announced that he would be in the Royal Rumble. So yeah, Logan Paul at number 30. So everybody who is in the Rumble has now made their way to the ring. At this point, the last man standing is the winner and will be moving on to WrestleMania. So Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre. Logan Paul, he almost got eliminated, but he leaps on the announce table, avoiding elimination. LA Knight eliminates Priest. AJ Styles eliminates LA Knight. Logan Paul eliminates AJ Styles. Reigns and Rollins face off in the center of the ring. CM Punk eliminate both Reigns and Rollins. So at this point, I'm like, holy shit, bro. Two of the biggest stars in this matchup are gone. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, both eliminated. It's the hatred between each other. They just couldn't help themselves, bro. They costed each other the match. Allowed themselves to both get eliminated by CM Punk. And then one of the most shocking eliminations in this match, probably the most shocking elimination, CM Punk gets eliminated by Logan Paul. Holy shit, bro. So in the span of 10 seconds, Reigns, Rollins, and CM Punk are all eliminated. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? I'm thinking at least Reigns, Rollins, at least one of them got to be like final 2, final 3. No. They all get eliminated, bro. So I'm thinking to myself, and I predicted CM Punk to win the Rumble. I'm thinking to myself, Cena has to win this Rumble, bro, because I predicted John Cena to win. If CM Punk didn't win this Rumble, I had my runner-up as John Cena. So moving on to this match, we're really getting down. The last three are Logan Paul, Jey Uso, and John Cena. Who would have ever thought that the last three competitors in this match would be Logan Paul, Jey Uso, and John Cena? I at least would have thought it would have been John Cena and Punk. John Cena Reigns and Punk, John or Rollins, or like, all of the top stars. But I mean, I'm not saying Logan Paul and Jey Uso aren't top stars, but there are bigger names in the WWE at the moment. But holy shit. So I'm flabbergasted. I'm glued to the screen. I'm just invested. So Cena eliminates Logan Paul. So the final two competitors in the Royal Rumble are John Cena and Jey Uso, man. I'm thinking to myself, yo, Cena has a win, okay? Cena has a win. I know Jey Uso, yeet and all that, main event Jey. He's one of the most over stars in the WWE. Jey Uso is not winning this Rumble. I really can't see Jey Uso winning this Rumble. I predicted John Cena to win the Rumble if CM Punk lost. So I was sticking 10 toes down. And I was staying by my original picks. John Cena. I said, okay, John Cena could win this Rumble since CM Punk is eliminated. So Jey Uso and John Cena battle it out for a little bit, a couple of minutes, and they make their way onto the outside apron. So it's getting dangerous for both of these guys because they could fall to the outside at any given moment. So Cena gets Jey Uso in a position. It looks like he was going to go for an attitude adjustment. He was going to throw Jey Uso on the outside and win the Royal Rumble. I thought he was going to do that, bro. I thought John Cena was going to win the Royal Rumble. But no, Jey Uso counters. He reverses John Cena, and Jey Uso eliminates John Cena from the Royal Rumble. Holy fucking shit, man. Jey Uso is the 2025 Royal Rumble winner. I would have never thought this would have happened, bro. And I know that Jey Uso, like I said, is one of the most over stars, but it's like I didn't know they was going to pull that trigger, man. I didn't know Triple H was going to do that. That is one of the most shocking Royal Rumble wins of all time. Even the fans were shocked as hell because we thought it was going to be one of the top guys. It was either going to be Reigns, Rollins, Punk, Cena. No. Jey fucking Uso, man. Wow. I still don't know what to say about that. I'm very, very proud for Jey Uso. I'm very happy for Jey Uso. And that fucked me up completely because I don't know where the fuck this leads, man. Where does Jey Uso go from here? Who does he face at WrestleMania? Does Jey Uso go on to face Gunther again? We've already seen Gunther versus Jey Uso at main event, and he lost to Gunther. So does that happen again? That could, and I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad of a match, but that would just be like, okay. Or does Jey Uso challenge Cody Rhodes? Does he challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE title? This is just so mind-boggling and confusing to me, man. Where the fuck does Jey Uso go from here, man? Wow. Man, this was probably one of the best Rumbles. I really enjoyed this Rumble, man. This was one of the most fun Royal Rumbles. This was one of the most epic Royal Rumbles. It was jammed, packed, stacked. It didn't really need like too many surprise entrants. As long as you got great storylines, your stars all in one ring, and a couple of call-ups, you got the crowd invested, man. I was really, really, really entertained, and I really enjoyed this Royal Rumble match. But I'm just like, wow, it really caught me off guard that Jey Uso won this match, man. Wow. I mean, I can't wait to see Monday Night Raw where this goes. Who is Jey Uso going to face, man? But Hey man, this video has been going on for almost an hour. We had 55 minutes. It was an insane PLE, an insane show, and I would rate this show. Hell, I rate this a 10 out of 10, man. This was a damn good show. I enjoyed it. So yeah, man, let me know y'all thoughts in the comments down below. If you liked the Royal Rumble, if you enjoyed the Royal Rumble, if you didn't, let me know in the comments down below, man, your thoughts. But until next time, stay tuned and stay safe, man. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. Got more content coming y'all way. I'm still shocked, bro. Jey Uso, 2025 Royal Rumble winner. But I'm gonna see y'all later, man. Peace.